this cycle. And if you flip over on the other side of the supplements to sustainable budget, you'll see two graphs. One is, the top one is how we do that. We fill during periods of time of low revenues by using the reserves we build up over time. And we have two reserves, as we heard earlier today. One is the constitutional budget reserve, and the other is the earnings reserve. We fill the low revenue cycles against the sustainable budget amount during those periods of time by calling on those reserves. And then when we go through periods of high revenue, we fill those reserves back in. Now, it takes fiscal discipline to do that during high periods. You have to take money in excess of the sustainable budget number and put that money back into the reserves. But if we do that, we're able to even out the spending levels and able to even out the rewards for Alaskans for each generation to have their share of the state's wealth. Not penalize those who are here during low revenue cycles and praise those or benefit those who are here during high revenue cycles. Now, I don't use taxes or cap the PFD in my proposal. And the reason I don't is this. You're going to hear at lunch from Mark Foster that we're in for a very difficult future in this state for the next few years. We're predominantly an oil state. The oil industry is going through difficult times. We started to see the effects of that with some cuts. We're going to see more of those effects and cuts. You don't raise taxes and cut the permanent fund dividend during difficult economic times. People are already going to be hurting enough with the cuts in state government and with the necessary cuts in state government and with the cuts that are going to be going on in the private sector. You don't exacerbate that problem by cutting more or by penalizing them by taking taxes out of their pocket. All taxes really do is they take money from the private sector and put it into the government sector. Yeah, it's great for the government sector. We got more money. We can spend more money. But it's not good for the state's private sector. It's not good for jobs. It's not good for investments. It's not good for the corner latte shop where people go and spend their money on their way to work when they have the money. If you start taking money out of that economy and put it back over into the state economy, you're taking money out of a segment of Alaska that continues to support the state. I don't cut the PFD either. There are studies, there's one done in 2010 by Scott Goldsmith, that says if you cut the PFD, you're hurting Alaska more than if you keep the PFD intact. In other words, if you take the portion of the PFD you're going to cut and put it in the state government, spend it in state government, you're going to have less jobs for Alaskans. You're going to have more income inequality for Alaskans than if you keep it in the PFD. So I don't do either of those. I take it out of the reserves in a way that I think helps fill the gap during the meantime. Now, there are two important aspects of this. One is fiscal discipline, which I already mentioned. Future legislatures, when you're in high revenue times, those legislators have to put the money, the excess income into the reserve accounts. There are ways statutorily, perhaps constitutionally, we could force that to occur if we don't trust the legislators to do it at the time. And the second is it requires monitoring. One of the big components of the top chart you'll see is the gas line. If the gas line doesn't occur, then we don't have the revenues that come out in the future. We need to monitor what's going on with the gas line and keep track of it. And if the gas line is not going to occur, then reduce the sustainable budget number. But a sustainable budget number is important for treating all Alaskans, all generations fairly. Thank you.